Hi there, I'm Angela at the Moxie Movement, and today we're going to talk about how to sit properly. So if we're not sitting properly, we're actually going to set ourselves up for possible chronic pain and for future injury, as well as other things that are just going to make us not feel very good in our bodies. If you're like me, you love a good slouch, and this is how a lot of us will spend our days and our times at our desk, working at our phones. We tend to get in this forward dominant positioning. What we want to do is be very deliberate to set ourselves up properly from the foundation up. So while we're sitting, our foundation is actually those sits bones. I'm going to find those sits bones right at the center of my chair. And so automatically you can see when I'm at the sits bones, it puts my pelvis in a neutral position, and you can see my low back. It's going to create length and expansion in through my low back. I've got balloons pulling out the top of my head. I'm rooted, balanced between both sits bones. From here, we're going to do that little shoulder reset, and it's just going to take a few shoulder circles. You can take some deep breaths as you do this, and you're going to think about winding those shoulders and just placing them right in a neutral position on the rib cage there. So from this seated position, I've got a nice relaxed neck. If you have a lot of neck or shoulder pain here, that's probably because you're in this forward dominant positioning. So just finding that reset and taking that stress off of these muscles by opening the front of the chest is going to give you so much more relief in your neck and shoulders. Once you're seated here, try to set up your work environment, or while you're driving, try to set things up that support you in this position. As far as my legs and feet go, I want them underneath my knees, flat on the floor. When you're driving, something that I notice is very common, people have a right tweak, a turnout in their foot. When you're driving, try to move that leg over a little bit so that you have less tweaking of that ankle and you can more comfortably manage the pedals. And also at your workspace, say you're sitting at a desk, you want to set up your keyboard and your screen to be in this relative position so that you don't have to turn your head or twist your shoulders or slouch or reach or do any of these things, because doing any sort of rotation or any sort of twist for any specific amount of time, up to 8 or more hours a day, for a lot of people, that's going to create a lot of habitual problems in the body if we're out of that alignment. So go ahead and play with that this week. Every time you're sitting, notice when you're slouching or out of alignment. That's fine, but what is that alignment for you in that moment? Make sure you understand that in every situation. Once we're supported there, it's going to take a lot of tension out of the body where we might have building chronic pain. So why do we want to go over why it's so important to sit in alignment? This is important for absolutely every single human being, but specifically as pole dancers and aerialists, this is really important because it teaches us how to properly hold our bodies so that we can execute our moves efficiently and safely. And what looks more elegant, something like this, where we just kind of look and feel bummed out, whereas if we find this nice alignment, not only do we look very elegant and confident and poised, but we're going to feel a lot more comfortable in our bodies. You're going to eliminate chronic pain in your body and reduce chances of future injury. I hope you can take these tips and apply them in every situation in your life. When you're driving, when you're at a dinner, when you're on a date. Bringing this into your life on a daily basis will affect how you feel and how you look and move overall. So I'm very excited for you to take this tip and be aware of this throughout your weeks and days. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can get more of these amazing tips every week.